I bought a dog a couple of months ago. I think he's gay. Every time I get out of the shower, he's just sitting there waiting for me with his head tilted back and his tongue's hanging out of his mouth, and I know he's drooling more than he should be. It's been freaking the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do, so I brought him to the vet. I asked the vet to take a look at him. He said, sure. He said, I'm going to have to hold him in tonight for observation. You can pick him up in the morning. So I did. Now, I have no idea what this guy did to my dog, but every time I get out of the shower now, I got to fight him for the towel. Like he wants me to stay naked. You know, so now every time I take a shower, I got to wrestle around naked with a gay dog just to dry off. Fuck, I couldn't take it anymore. Seriously, I couldn't take it. So I put an ad in the paper. I had to get rid of him. You can only imagine what kind of people come banging on your door when you advertise you have a gay golden retriever for sale. I had one guy offer me $10,000. $10,000. I won't even allow myself to imagine what his plans were for this poor animal. Okay? But I sold him. Of course, I sold him $10,000, wrestle naked with a gay dog. I sold him. He was gone. Okay? Then I thought to myself, wait a minute. I bought him for $500. I sold him for 10 grand 6 weeks later. I could be onto something here. Sure enough, I found myself out shopping for gay dogs every weekend. Okay? After about 3 or 4 weeks of this, I couldn't take it. Something just wasn't right. I just didn't feel good. So I went to seek some help. Talking professional help. This is something I learned. If you're ever out in the market for a psychologist, you will just soon learn that there are some people in this world that have no right to be giving other people advice. Absolutely none. And one of them happens to be the Irish. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Listen, when your ancestors claim the famous the potato, you really don't have a lot to work with. Okay? I'm surprised we're not extinct. Anyway, I went to see this one psychiatrist, and I asked him, I said, doctor, is this normal? Should a grown man be out shopping for gay dogs to turn a profit? He said, absolutely not. So what you should be doing is you should be breeding them. Then you'll make a fortune. Cut that middleman out? Yeah. Then I thought, I said, Doc, he's gay. How are we going to get a gay dog to breed? He said, just get some strap-on dog balls. He's a dog. He's not going to know the difference. Doc. Well, let me just tell you something. If you asked a stranger at an internet cafe to help you log on to www.fakedogballstrapon.com, you're going to get some pretty funny looks. The doctor liked me so much, he asked me to stay. About 6 hours later, we discovered a few things. Apparently, I suffer from what's called obsessive-compulsive attachment disorder, with a mild case of schizophrenia, coupled with the fact that I'm the most impatient, selfish, egotistical son of a bitch he's ever met in 35 years. All right. So you know me. Before I can mount my defense, which to be honest with you isn't much of one, I was asked to reflect back on my life. I was born without an umbilical cord. Apparently after 6 weeks, my mother had had enough. That was it. When I was 7 years old, I got chickenpox for 45 minutes. Okay. If scabs don't want to stay with you, that's got to be telling you something. That's a sign. When I was growing up, the only pet I could have was a turtle. Everything else just ran away. Okay. Come to find out years later that my Aunt Marie really wasn't my father's sister from the old country. She was some illegal Guatemalan immigrant my parents hired to babysit my turtle. A turtle babysitter. Never forget that. And here's something I learned. The snapping turtle does not make the ideal pet for a 6-year-old. No, you ever try to pet one? They're pretty mean. Now, as far as my impatience go, I have to be honest, I have absolutely zero defense. None. I am the most impatient son of a bitch on the planet, and I have been my entire life. When I was growing up, the only cartoons I could watch were Speed Racer and the Roadrunner. Okay? When I was bad, my mother would lock me in the room and force me to watch Porky Pig. Okay? And if you're impatient, a stuttering pig, that'll take you to the moon. I'm telling you. Now, this is a true story. I was in the Philippines about 7 months ago, and I wanted to do the simplest task in the world. Well, I thought, anyway. I just wanted to exchange $100 US for some peso. So I get to the bank. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm number 3 in line. There are 4 windows open. It took me 22 minutes to get to the counter. Don't do the math. It'll just drive you nuts. So I get to the counter, and I tell the woman exactly what I want to do. She says, fine. 25 minutes later, 4,441, 4,442, 4,430. I'm like, fuck! Gee, don't you have a machine that does that? 1, 2. Oh, God. My blood pressure's 190 over 110. Every vein in my neck is sticking out. I mean, it was like I was watching Porky Pig all over again. And I'll tell you, I can't even get near a Starbucks. If I get within 100 meters of a Starbucks, I get hives. How a company can take the simplest process in the world, a cup of coffee, turn it into a 30-minute ordeal with more helpers behind the counter than Santa Claus, still get it wrong, while simultaneously becoming the fastest growing company in the world, boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. You can get a lobotomy faster than you get a cup of coffee at Starbucks. My Lord, I'm forced to go to McDonald's every day, and rest assured there's some 17-year-old kid behind the counter with some kind of fungus growing on his face that only a dermatologist with 15 years of experience could identify. My God, I mean, I like coffee, but if it comes with hepatitis, no, I'm sorry, I gotta pass. Ridiculous. So I was eating breakfast at Dome the other day. I get the same thing. I eat there 5 times a week. I get a fruit salad, muesli cereal with some yogurt. Why this takes 25 minutes to put together when you're the only one in a restaurant, that's a separate issue right now, okay? The waiter comes over and he puts it right in front of me and he says, "I'm sorry, sir." He says, "We were out of yogurt today." I'm like, "Well, then what's this on my cereal?" He says, "It's mayonnaise." I looked at it, I said, "Mayonnaise? Do you put mayonnaise on your Fruit Loops at home? Why would you put it on mine?" Oh, I had already taken my blood pressure medication. At this point, the film coating of my beta blockers is dissolving. I'm turning purple. I'm getting dizzy. The only thing that's going to save me from passing out is a bowl of friggin' mayonnaise. I'm telling you, between the limited amount of restaurants I'm willing to eat at and the limited amount of restaurants that are still willing to serve me, I'm running out of options here in Kuala Lumpur. I might have to carry a lunchbox to work now. I don't know. I was secretly videotaped leaving my psychiatrist's office last month. I pressed the elevator button 847 times in 32 seconds. It was like,